The Cowboys defeated the Philadelphia Eagles 24-21 in an epic comeback, down 21-0. Looked like they were out of it. Dak Prescott, George Pickens kind of put on a clinic and saved their season, really, because they are in this thing. This was a game that I thought was going to be a complete blowout. Philly came out of the gates strong. That offense looked like what we had kind of been asking for all season. They were getting the ball to A.J. Brown. They were moving it around. They were making plays, moving down the field at will. Dallas couldn't do anything to stop them. On top of that, you had Philly's defense stepping up as you expected. It looked like Dallas was in for a long, long day. And eventually, that Philly offense just started to stall out. I think they scored their final points with like 12 minutes left in the second quarter, and they were never able to get anything going after that. A lot of punts, a lot of 3-and-outs, a couple moments where they drove downfield and maybe got into territory. They missed a field goal, and then Barkley, I believe, had that fumble on the screen pass. And Dak Prescott was able to just deliver a really critical win for Dallas to keep their season alive. George Pickens kind of looking like a superstar. The guy we always knew he had this talent, and now he's executing on this level. And I know I'm not like saying trading Micah Parsons was a great idea, but everyone laughed, pointing fingers at Jerry, myself included, even though I knew you could never pay Dak, Lamb, and Micah. I always knew that was fool's gold. Like, that was not going to happen. I thought they should have traded one of the other guys and kept Micah. But moving Micah, because you knew what this season was kind of going to be. If you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on a video. We're talking the NFL all season long. Back to the video. Getting those picks, getting Quinnen Williams, got Kenny Clark because of it. Now the interior of that defensive line looks solid. You got some first-round picks. You can go try to get some edge rushers, get some other players. George Pickens, that trade has worked out really well. Jerry Jones has, done a decent job putting them in this position. I think even I am one to criticize him often, but he opens himself up to it with all the interviews, all the talk about the Cowboys, all of the marketing. It's the personality that really gets you aggravated with Jerry Jones. It's not necessarily that Jerry as the GM, because he does draft a lot of good players and makes some good moves, even if they are questionable. You can debate what they should have done with Micah Parsons, but clearly it is not going to be the disaster a lot of folks expected it to be for Dallas when they did it. And Dallas's defense was able to really just rein Jalen Hurts in, because it looked like this was going to be one of those surprise Jalen Hurts games where Philly pops and you can't stop them, which wouldn't have been shocking given how Dallas's defense has played so far this season. They've been a team that other quarterbacks, other offenses can get a lot of stats, a lot of points on. And Brian Schottenheimer, another Jerry Jones decision that we all thought was going to be a disaster and go sideways, he's done a really solid job with the Cowboys. He is making it work, especially with these personalities, with everything you got going on in Dallas. He is doing a good job. I know the record has been up and down. They're not the most, impressive team on a week-to-week basis, 5-1, but to be in the hunt, to beat the Philadelphia Eagles in this game, it says a lot. I will say, when Dallas got the football in the red zone after the fumbled punt return by Philly, and they got to 4th and goal, and Schottenheimer did not kick the field goal to go up, I thought that was a disaster, was going to cost them the game. It's a tie game, 4 minutes left in the football game. Philly's defense has done nothing since early second quarter. Kick the field goal, go up 3 points. If you take the lead there, you probably win the football game. Instead, they go for the touchdown, get stopped. Thankfully, the defense gets Dak the ball back, but then you have to have a long drive. This analytic thing is going a little too far. I like being aggressive. I like trying to get the touchdown, stay ahead of it. But there has to be an element of this where you're aware of what kind of football game you're in. You have to be able to understand, okay, yes, maybe statistically I should go for this in this situation, but their offense hasn't been able to do anything since the second quarter. So why would I risk that? My defense has been able to shut them down for 2.5 quarters. I think they can do it for one more drive, and they'll need a touchdown to beat me. So let's just go up 3 and put the pressure on them, because the pressure hadn't been on Philly until late in that game because they had the lead. That was a horrible decision. Could have bit them. It didn't. And Dallas all of a sudden has a really, really big game against Kansas City on Thanksgiving, with both teams having a lot to play for, because Dallas is absolutely still in this thing right now. They're like 2 spots out, a little behind Panthers and the Lions. The way things shake out, they could absolutely make the playoffs. They kind of have things in front of them. And this was a gutsy, impressive performance. Dak Prescott played great. CeeDee Lamb, a lot of drops, but George Pickens was there and delivered when he needed to give them one of their biggest wins of the season.